Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. So today, in case you haven't noticed, Penn State football is only 1 week away. So, in this video I will be talking about how I think they're going to do, through their game. So I'm kind of going to do, a full season projection video. Partly. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First, by the way, guys, I will be actually posting 2 videos, including this one today. The next video I'll be posting will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, if you live in that time zone, be sure mark your calendar, set a reminder, set an alarm or something, so you can be one of the first ones to watch it. So, let's get into it. So, first, of course, you got that game against Wisconsin on the road. That certainly won't be easy. I see how Wisconsin did in 2020 compared to how Penn State did. But Penn State has been pretty good in this all-time series against them, for a while now. But I think some of the games were just fortunate, because 2016 was a comeback. I was pretty fortunate. So 2018, that was at home. This is on the road, so this is going to certainly be pretty tough. Next, you got another tough game against Ball State, a team that won Midland Conference last season. It was a really short season, so I'd say you can still give Penn State respect in this. But still, this isn't going to be very easy. So this is going to be the Patriot Day matchup on Patriot Day, aka 9/11. So, actually going to be 20th 9/11, in case you guys didn't know. Then you got the third game, the first whiteout against Auburn at home. This one, I think could go either way, because Auburn has had their struggles lately, but this will still... Both teams are looking to respawn from their last seasons, because, I kind of see Penn State already responding, they kind of already did in 2020, close to the end of 2020, but still. So then they finally get a break with another game against Villanova. So Villanova has had their struggles lately. It has been it's been a very long time since these teams have met, or had a matchup against each other. So this one is going to be still, I see this going either way still, because Villanova will likely look for a response. Next, you got the game against Indiana, the team that unfortunately came back against Penn State in 2020. But that was at Indiana. This is going to be versus. So you should definitely see a response from Penn State here. Next, you got one of the toughest games of the season, the road game against Iowa. So, you see how Iowa did last season? When they beat them 41-21. That was, pretty fortunate for Iowa, because I think Penn State might have had a chance of that game if they did a little better. Still. This game could go either way, but I don't really see Penn State favoring this game a lot, like by a lot. Next, you get finally a pretty easy game against Illinois. So this one is again going to be at home. They've had them at home for like 2 times in a row now. So this one I think Penn State will definitely have a chance at. A very good chance at. Because the matchup predictor is predicting them 90.4% over Illinois. So you should definitely see Penn State winning this one. Next, you got the tough game, very, very tough, against Ohio State. So this one won't be easy to any extent. Like, Ohio State is being favored majorly in this by 83.6% in the ESPN matchup predictor. So, still, I think Penn State has a chance at this. Like, I don't think this is going to be, like, obvious, very obvious. Because Penn State has actually challenged Ohio State, and if you count the streaks, you see, before 2016, the most recent time Penn State beat Ohio State was in 2011, so then Ohio State won 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, that's 4. Then Penn State won 2016, then 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. It's time. Could it be like the longest streak for still here? And like, could Penn State win this one, or possibly like challenge Ohio State and play tough against them and possibly win? Well, that's a talking point for when this game like comes up. Next, you got another road game against Maryland, the team that beat Penn State by not so large of a number as some might think, but still. 35-19, that isn't like way too major. That's only by 16 points, so there could have been like a couple combinations that Penn State could have gotten, and then they could have like had one of their players step up and possibly come back on this one, but still, I think Penn State is going to really want to strike back in this game. You should definitely see that. Next, you got the second whiteout, the home game against Michigan. Now, Michigan, I think, will kind of be looking for a response because of their unfortunate season last season. And Penn State beat them in Ann Arbor as their first win in 2020, so that was, I think, pretty fortunate because I think they kind of slowed down a little bit in the second half because, like, they only had one touchdown and then, like, field goal, I think. And their touchdown was, like, a 1-yard run by their former backup quarterback who was transferred to Kentucky, Will Levis. So, you should still definitely see Penn State winning this one. Next, you got another home game. The final home game of the regular season against Rutgers. This one, I don't even need to explain anything, because, I mean, this is kind of, Rutgers kind of, like, came back defensively in the second half of that game last season. I kind of saw that. I mean, they had an interception. I believe they intercepted before Christian Isian. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was it, though. So, I think Penn State still has, like, a very big chance at this. Like, I don't even need to explain a lot. Next, the rivalry game. This one won't be very tough. This is the road game against Michigan State, which will be played in East Lansing. So you should definitely see Penn State being successful in this game. So that's all for the games. If you wrap all this up, you could definitely see the worst case scenario being a 9-3 record with losses against Wisconsin, Iowa, and Ohio State. And the best case scenario as 11-1 and making it into the playoffs, hopefully. And that one loss against, you guessed it, Ohio State. Still, in the middle of that all, Penn State could challenge Ohio State and win the rest of their games. And possibly, just possibly, go undefeated. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget, like the video by clicking the thumbs up button right at the bottom of the, like where it says the title and all that. And subscribe to the channel by clicking the circle right there, or whatever. And I'll see you guys on my next video, which will be this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, or Eastern Daylight Time. See you guys there. Don't forget, set a reminder or alarm or something like that so you can see the video or be one of the first ones to see it. So, till then, peace.